2003 Winston Cup Series in NASCAR Racing 2003. I am still somewhat at a loss for what happened last time at Daytona, but since it was our first repeat venue of the season, it was a really good chance to see how much progress that we've actually made since starting the season in Daytona back in August 2022. Yes, the series has been running for that long. I am so sorry. Today, it's back into the unknown again, at least for me, as we head to our 17th different venue of the season so far. Having opened in 2001, Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, just southwest of Chicago, Illinois, back in 2003 would have been the newest venue on the Cup Series calendar. The 1.5 mile tri-oval hosted IndyCar from 2001 to 2010, and in 2002 played host to the closest finish in IndyCar history, Sam Hornish Jr. beating Alonso Jr. by 0.0024 of a second. The track hosted NASCAR from 2001 to 2019, hosting one race per season, and it was due to continue into 2020 and seemingly beyond until the pandemic hit. The 2020 race was cancelled, and then NASCAR just hasn't been back, and there's seemingly no plans to return. The last event on the venue's website was in September of 2023, the Super Motocross World Championship Playoffs, and under upcoming events there is unfortunately nothing listed. Now, as you may remember, Corvin had made me a special summer livery to run at Sears Point in Daytona. I forgot to run it in Sears Point, and then he ended up making me another special livery for Daytona. So instead I am running the Miami Vice themed scheme here, bringing a little bit of sun to the Windy City. I'm really enjoying this track. This is a lot of fun. It's wide, so there's a choice of lines through the corner. I feel like I'm enjoying running the mid/high line. This just feels really flowing and smooth and fun. I like this a lot. I managed to do a 29.9 in race trim and go 0.2 quicker in quali. Like, it feels so weird to have won on every circuit type by this point in the season. I thought there would definitely be some holdouts by this point. Now it's about trying to win on more speed. Or like, how have I not won on more like intermediates? I've run well on so many of these sorts of tracks and then just not converted it for the win. Yeah, I'm aiming for a top 10 qualifying. We've already had 6 poles this season, but the last one was in Charlotte. It's been a little bit of time. That little bump on the entrance to turn 3 that I like to use to rotate the car, but it's easy to over-rotate on it. But that's a really good lap. That might be number 7. We've blown away the field. We are 0.3 clear. Those were good laps. Those are very good laps. And they could have gone quicker. And I've noticed a lot, whenever I'm up the front, I always seem to have Ryan Newman with me as well. And Newman was you know, quite a good qualifier. I'm reliably informed by Corvin. So, yeah, we're running together. So, what happened in the real 2003 Tropicana 400? Well, you may remember last time out at Daytona, the real-life race was decided by who had the best fuel management, or fuel mileage, as they refer to it in NASCAR. And it would be a deciding factor in this race as well. With a few laps to go, Ryan Newman was leading Kevin Harvick by around a second, when suddenly Harvick slowed and ran out of gas. He would crawl home 17th a lap down. Now, Newman had stopped on the same lap as Kevin Harvick, which meant as the white flag waved, he would have a very tense lap. Gonna have to watch that bump in the race and not over-rotate it on that. That's gonna be a thing. But yeah, there was no drama for Ryan Newman. He just managed his fuel mileage better and coasted home to win his third race of the 2003 season. Now, some may find it slightly unrealistic that I'm a 4-time race winner. Well, to be fair, you can end the sentence there, but that's not the point I'm making. Some may find it unrealistic that I'm a 4-time race winner, having won double the amount of the next most frequent winners, yet I'm still 18th in the standings. But it's not that unrealistic. If we take a look at what the real 2003 standings were, having left Chicagoland at the exact halfway point of the season, Matt Kenseth was leading by 165 points from Jeff Gordon, and both of those drivers had one race win each. Kurt Busch, who'd won 3 times so far that season, was 9th, and Ryan Newman, who, as we just mentioned, had just won his third of the season, was back in 16th, 665 points away from the leader. So consistency really is king. I love this track. This is a lot of fun. I'm so far quick here and doing really well. I want to win the Tropicana 400. Yes, there have been many times where I've been super fast on tracks like this and mistakes have cropped up and ruined it. I'm hoping to have grown and learnt. So let's manage it. Oh, yeah, that is going to be the thing to watch out for.
Drivers, start your engines!
We're about to have 41 laps of the Chicagoland Speedway, hopefully, and projected fuel 33, so yeah, anywhere from lap 25 to about lap 30, I'm guessing. Managed to top happy hour, so topped every session this weekend, but only by a tenth. I was actually struggling to get it up to speed in clear weather, which is what we have for the race. I never thought I'd see the day where I was performing better and more confidently in cloudy weather. I need to get on the brakes / slow down early before this bump, because I was attacking it so aggressively in practice, thinking, oh, I'll use it to rotate the car around. Nah, do that once in the wall. I've got the pace. I just need to show the composure. Here we go. Chicagoland Speedway.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
That might be my best ever start. I usually go backwards, and we've managed to hold Ryan Newman out of one, and we immediately get into the lead. Oh, I've gone deep into one. Let's find the rhythm though. That's not quite it yet. How quick are we doing? First full speed lap. Okay, 31. That's kind of slow. Come on, I've not got my line set through one, gone a little bit deep again, and we're not shaking Ryan Newman just yet. And I'm being very tentative into 3. I need to be a bit more confident actually into 3, because that's silly now. Newman swarming all over the back of us. Don't seem to be getting any quicker than the high 30s, which is a lot slower than I feel like I've been throughout the weekend. Although, to be fair, high 30s is where the happy hour times ended up. But the fact is, we are holding Newman at arm's length at the minute, so I don't need to push it to go any quicker. That was a bad lap though, and the gap comes down to half a second. The real life winner I might actually need to pick up the pace just a touch. Oh my god, he's really... Okay, my pace has dropped significantly. Why am I into, like, the mid-31s now? I'm being too timid because I'm worried about throwing it away. Oh, God, but I feel it squirm as we come to 3. It doesn't feel particularly settled. Is it worth putting a little bit of wedge on at the pit stop? Just a little bit more. So one other click of cross wedge. So gap is going up to Newman now, but I don't feel like I picked up the pace loads. I'm still in the low 31s. I think it's because Ryan Newman is having to scrap with other people. And it's allowing me to just sneak away without having to take too many risks. So it's 31.6 and the gap has gone up by 0.2 of a second. So yeah, Newman is somewhat preoccupied with Dale Jr. Oh, and Dale Jr. is past Ryan Newman, the gap up to 3 seconds. Dale Jr. slowing them both down, and with that we're about to cross the line and pass the halfway point and get the bonus points for most laps led. It's been
20 laps to go.
a perfect first half of the race. The second half will include a pit stop. I'm thinking of taking 4 tyres. I think it's quite a track. It is quite a track. It's a track that's quite heavy, is what I meant, on the tyres, so I'm going to take 4, and I've got a decent gap. I'm also thinking of seeing if I can pull the trigger and go a touch earlier than most and get it out the way. I am thinking of going in on lap 25. I mean, that might be the time they go in as well. So I go a bit deep into 1 and 2, but just Regulate the throttle, run the high line, and we are okay. One can, all tyres. I'm going to leave the wedge where it is. I've gotten used to it. I'm going to come in on this lap. Gap over 4.5 seconds to Dale Jr. We are clear. Well, they are all still pretty much together. Don't think anyone's come in yet. Let's nail the pit entry.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Oof. Oh, there they go. I have definitely pulled the trigger first.
Now. Keep it on 3,500 in seconds.
Come on.
We'll give you a half can of fuel.
I thought it was for full can. Oh, that's fine, whatever. That's enough to get us to the end. Here come the 4 tyres.
Go, go, go! Yes, we nailed that stop. Great work, guys. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
We are temporarily going to go a lap down and come out amongst cars. Okay, let these 2 past.
Outside. Keep low.
That's it.
Clear.
Out behind Kurt Busch and Rusty Wallace. Oh, but immediately
The leader's pitting now.
right, here we go. Let's have a good out lap. Tyres up to temperature. Wonder if they're going to take 2 or 4 tyres. Let's see what sort of pace the fresh rubber gives us. Still high 31s.
The next car is the leader.
I think we've done it. I think we are clear. We've cycled back out into the lead. Ooh, well, slightly misjudged the exit of that one.
You're back in the lead.
That's good. But we are going to have some traffic on exit now to deal with. Remember, it was going perfectly like this in Texas. And I thought that was going to be it. We finally win our first race in Texas. We did not. That was where the Steve Park beef kind of began. Well, I think we can see we've got some cars to pass. The gap to Earnhardt, though, is pretty much held the same. In fact, it's just shot up, but it was pretty much the same as before we went in, so I'm guessing everyone's done 4 tyres. Now, we just need to don't rush. 5-second gap, just calmly navigate traffic.
That car's a lap down. We got just 10 more to go.
Exactly, 10 to go. Let's see it home now, come on. Get my nose at the inside. I didn't feel comfortable going up the inside into 1. I may have to, though.
Outside. Clear outside.
Come on.
Outside. Stay low.
To be honest, I was hoping to blow past Jeff Green a little bit easier than that. Come on.
Clear outside.
Good, good, good.
Car outside.
Not good.
Clear.
Better. Well, in that, the gap has gone from 5.1 to 3.8 to Dale Jr. because I thought I was going to just drive past Jeff Green, but it's fine. We've at least got a car between us. We can get Casey Mears hopefully dispatched in the next couple of corners. In fact, let's run a slightly higher line for the momentum. Switch to the inside. That's better.
Still there.
Don't get hooked on the bump.
Keep low.
Mays is coming back at us. I really don't like running low on this track, clearly.
Just 5 more to go. Still there. Clear.
Boy, push up the track. Green's taking an opportunity to get past Mears. Let's just start driving on the racing line, on my preferred line, and we can get clear of them. Gap had come down to 3.8 to Earnhardt, but it's fine. Next is Steve Park. We got 4 laps to go. We might not need to come near Steve Park because I will have Texas flashbacks. The gap is holding it around 4 seconds to Dale Jr., and that is fine. Still 2 cars between us. There's a group of 3 fighting ahead as we tag the wall.
Last lap. You're the man. Come on, bring it home.
But I am not interested in tangling up with them. This textbook intermediate speedway race has been coming for a long time, since Texas. We've been promising to just come to one of these types of tracks and just walk it, and today we have, and I really like Chicagoland, and it clearly likes me. Win number 5, 3 on the bounce.
You won! Yes, yes, yes!
There we go. Well, tell you what, this does mean that 2 wins on the bounce for special liveries. There's 18 races left. Corvin, I'm going to need 18 more liveries, please. Because obviously they're pretty good for me. And we bring some Miami muscle to Chicagoland. We win by 3.7 seconds from Dale Earnhardt Jr. He tried to shut that gap and was doing a decent job, but it's too little too late. Kevin Harvick in 3rd, Bobby Labonte in 4th, Kenseth 5th, Mayfield in 6th, Johnson Newman could only go 8th after starting 2nd, Joe Nemechek in 9th, Rusty Wallace running out the top 10. And, incredibly, we have a change of leader in the point standings. Ryan Newman is now 18 ahead of Jeff Gordon. Gordon was running in the top 10 before the pit stops, but has faded again. I think he's done that a couple of times this season. Dale Jr. only 110 back in 3rd, Jimmy Johnson 4th, Bill Elliott 5th, then it's Stewart, Wallace, Martin Jarrett and Ricky Rudd to round out the top 10. We are up to a season high of 14th, just 28 back from Jeff Burton and just over 50 points behind Kevin Harvick, who has been on form recently. Harvick is charging up the order, but just behind us, I mean, only 3 points behind us is Kenseth, Only 16 behind that is Marlin, and then just 6 Labonte, another 9 Bush. This is quite a close-knit group there between 14th and 19th, that if I have another bad race, I'll lose quite a lot of places. So at long last, we have reached the halfway point of the season, and we come in with 7 poles, 5 wins, and we've won 3 in a row now. The challenge, as ever, is to finish in the top 10 of the standings, and being 14th, it's still very much on, but there's still plenty more challenges to go, including another new track next time we take our first visit to New Hampshire International Speedway. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience with this season, but we've made it halfway. All we've got to do, same again, just another 18 and we'll be done in no time. And I'd say it's been a pretty successful afternoon because we managed to win a race with no tears or sweat patches, so quite happy about that one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in New Hampshire very soon.